Chapter 1151 of One Piece is out, and I'm the guy discussing it. Some call me Chocolate Thunder, ironic given the current situation. Some call me Asshole, but you can call me
Black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black, I'm blacker than black, yo, because I'm black and I'm back.
The team up of the century is about to happen on Elbaf, and it could possibly save and or destroy it. But more importantly, we could lose the Harley mural. It's very possible that Franky could have memorized the mural like he did the Counter Pluton back in Water 7, and at this point, and after Egghead, I would be very sad if we at least didn't get a databank update for Franky or something. We didn't get a weapons or Franky Shogun upgrade, so I'm just asking for something, please.
Please!
Oda has always been a fan of the circus. At least I'd like to think so, because he's very proficient in balancing acts. Last chapter was a roller coaster of gasps, and this chapter has some surprising laughs. We've still got the super menacing Junkmo-sama, but we also got a few new things I did find pretty interesting. Starting with the first thing, the shogi board. For those that don't know, shogi is Japanese chess played on a 9x9 board. We've seen this once in Wano during the raid. I'm not sure if this is going to match up too well, but there are two actions that can be taken in shogi: the drop and the promotion. Promotions are exactly what they sound like, a promotion. The piece is changed or promoted in strength. The drop is the placement of a new piece on the board, and looking at how these transformations are happening, or possessions or whatever, I can see it being one of those two things. What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments. I'll be there too. Next up is the strange nightmare fissure, as it's labeled. The first thing I thought of was the remnants of Lelouch Kingdom in Inez Lobby. And with the demons coming out of the nightmare fissures, I'm really wondering if there's going to be something that comes out of one or both of those holes. This is a hole, not a crater. Don't let the misinformed misinform you. Words matter.
You're goddamn right.
And here's some more words and letters. R.I.P. Ripley. The hot giant named after muscle mommy Rhea Ripley doesn't seem to have long for this world. Why am I saying this? Because we all know Oda loves three things: not killing characters whose names start with the name of P, minus Pedro, the old man trope, and not having mothers in his story. Very rarely do we see them last long. Belmere had Nami and Nojiko for 9 years and was brutally kill-murdered right in front of them. Ace's mother died shortly after his childbirth. Sanji's mother was unable to see him mature like Momo and Hiyori's, and Luffy's mom has effectively been labeled as a Dodon for now. Ripley just heard that her husband has fallen, and her child's danger level has increased to Stan Smith levels of bad. She is heading into the heart of danger. This can only turn out a few ways, and I don't see her survival being one of them. It was honestly either down to the old man or the woman falling in this arc, and since we lost Garp on Egghead, I don't see us going 2 for 2 on the old man. On to killing him. It's clear from his teeth that he's a fishman or a fishman hybrid. I do think it would be funny if hybrid was used in a double entendre here to let us know that, but let's step back for a second. What is a Killin? It's a Chinese chimera, a hybrid of multiple animals, maybe a triple entendre. But this leads me to question if he's a science experiment or not. There's no telling what could have been going down on Marriage-Wa at any time, and Saturn could have done a pre-SSG program which made the Gods Knights. Allow me to elaborate a little bit. The Holy Land's head of science was none other than Saint Saturn himself, and in Egghead we discover just how sinister he really can be. So I'd like to propose two thought processes. Number 1, Saint Saturn and the Science Division oversaw a eugenics program. You see, eugenics is a set of beliefs based off Darwinism's theory of natural selection. That is to say that Saturn most likely helped cultivate the entire population of Marriage-Wa from the point since he has been appointed into power. Option number 2 is a little bit more tinfoil hat style. Because when I think of the Gods Knights, like I said, I think of the SSG. We know the Ancient Kingdom had advanced technology greater than Egghead's latest technology, so it shouldn't be a reach to think that they would have also had a program like the SSG and the Pacifista. So if the blueprints did exist, then Saturn using them to recreate the science experiment that was known to be powerful enough to defend the Ancient Kingdom, but for Marriage-Wa, does seem viable to me. And that experiment could very well have been the Gods Knights. A science experiment held in secret by the head of the science team, leading a eugenics operation that allowed royalty to select their mates and use certain children from certain families as test subjects in combination with Inu's dark magic. I hope I broke your brain. Now back to the chapter. Killing him, you sack of shit. The murderous unicorn man is prancing about using his horn like his name is Namor. He kind of reminds me of Zarbon with his vibe and his mascara. A subtle fusion of ugly Zarbon and handsome Zarbon dropped right into One Piece. Now the first part of Kilin denotes the male and the Lin denotes female, thus going back to my emu is not just one person theory. Yes, I'm assuming Oda is leading us in certain directions with big brain heads. Why? Because you miss every shot you don't take. Like the mothers who miss their children who are still in peril. Oda has definitely set the mothers up in a way that they'll be the heroes of the children, which also makes me think that Ripley will not survive. I'm putting a full week's check on Ripley sacrificing herself to save her son, leading to Gabon sacrificing himself to save her, and giving us our first husband and wife departure to the 50th world.
50's not just a place, it's a state of mind.
Think back on it. Odin died the same day but separately from Toki. Rouge and Roger died very far apart. And the majority of One Piece is like a big nasty heartbreak story. I truthfully can't tell you how many times I've cried watching.
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful! How terrible! Oh no!
Emu's blunder statement is probably going to be misunderstood at first because it reads like it sounded like Emu was saying that Harold messed up and the plan failed. But in rereading, it seems more like how she spoke about Lily when she addressed Cobra. Both incidents were referred to as blunders, so I'm wondering if both Harold and Lily went back on their word in a similar way. If so, that could be a large reason why Emu has so much ire for the Land of Giants, going as far as to give the order to break the spirit of the Land of Elbaf, because she got screwed over twice in the exact same way. In other words, Queen Petty. Chopper Glazing is always welcome here. We just got his perfect live action reveal, and my boy is showing potential Geppo, so Chopper fans are eating. But we're finally back to the monster trio, and I'm happy because my anxiety is so high at the moment. Chopper has passed on the message of peril, Scopper Gabon has hammered home the similarities between the wings of the kings, and the mysterious Mosa has chimed in for the final time in a while according to their words. I would love to say that this person was on either Mary Joie or Elbaf, but with the chaos going on here, I wouldn't be surprised if next chapter we pan to wherever Mosa is, and it's an entirely different area with a very similar situation. Regardless, Luffy and the others have been promptly informed, and it seems like the Luffy-Loki team-up will be busting out of the underworld shortly. The only question is, will it be in time? That's all for today, folks. If you like my stuff, let me know any way you want to, but I got some more Expedition 33 to play, so I'll see you guys next week.